and it is preparing our live stream for the meeting. Looks like it is setting everything up for our YouTube live. Redirecting us, and y'all, we are officially live. Well, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for catching our live stream broadcast of Faces of First Year today. We are so glad that you have decided to join us this afternoon, where we will be featuring testing centers. And I have a great group of subject matter experts here who are ready to talk to you and tell you a little bit more about this fantastic resource at Pima. So with that being said, I am going to tell you all who I am a little bit. I am Renee Forsyth, and I lead the first year experience program for Pima. I use the pronouns she and hers. And the first year experience program offers a robust list of services to help make sure our first year students are connected, including this series called Faces of First Year. So with us featuring testing, let me introduce you to Marcos. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Marcos. I'm one of the many placement coaches here at Pima.
Thank you so much. And then Chelsea.
Yeah, hi, Chelsea James. I'm the Director of College Testing and Placement.
Welcome, Chelsea. And I'm just curious, for the testing department at Pima, is it a two-person show, just you and Marcos, or is there anyone else who's part of your team that you want to give a nod to?
Oh no, we have a lot of people and a lot of help. We have support specialists or student service specialists at every single campus and online. And so give a shout out to all of our team who really make everything happen out here.
Well, that's great. It takes a village to raise our students, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, just as real briefly, you mentioned the role of who the students would be working with, but what specifically do those support specialists for testing services do?
Yeah, so we do everything testing and placement. And what is that? So we have testing when you're first getting into college to see where you're placing. We want to make sure we're starting you at the right place, whether it's an adult ed, whether it's dev ed, whether you're ready to, you have AP courses and are skipping some courses, so we can figure out exactly where you start. And Pima College has a place for everybody. So that's what we do in the beginning before you start your career with us. And then we also test in the middle with academic testing. So we support instruction to make sure that anybody who has accommodations, anybody who has technology problems, anybody who has makeup tests or various other kinds of testing that needs to be done within your classes, we're a support for those instructors. And then at the backside, when you're completing your program, you may have a certification test that you need to take with us. So that would be like a paramedics test to certify to go into career or workforce. So we do everything testing.
Oh, I love that. Good to know. Well, Marcos, I'm curious, if you were to describe the testing center as a resource, as if it were, I don't know, let's say a Disney character, which Disney character would it be and why?
I'd have to say, as a Disney character, we would be more like Slink Dog from Toy Story.
Oh, yeah.
It's just because of the fact that if you ever see him running around, running a race, trying to catch up, he's usually there first, and then he's third, or he's fifth and he's 10th, and then he comes in last again. So it's like our point of contacts with students. We're at the beginning. We might be beforehand, like Chelsea mentioned. You might catch us during your academic career during Pima, or you might catch us at the end. You might be done with college, bachelor, university, and need some sort of certification done, and might come back in to see us as well.
Oh, I love that. It's like the 3 stages, the connect stage, the continue stage, and complete. There's tests throughout them all, right?
Exactly.
Wonderful. Well, Chelsea, I'm curious, what is one key thing that you think first year students should specifically know about the testing center as a resource?
Yeah, so we just mentioned a whole bunch of things, but I think really key is that we want you to pass. Everybody who's working in the testing center, that is that is our dream, is that everybody passes to the next level and meets their goals. And so, we can't take the stress out of a test. We can't. Tests are stressful, but we want to make sure the atmosphere, the environment, the connections, the relationships are not stressful. So we want to make the atmosphere so that we do everything we can to help you pass. And we do provide, we have resources to help you with calculators. Some tests have booklets that we can provide. We have scratch paper. We have private rooms for accommodations. We have, just ask us what it is you need. And if it's something that the test allows, we will do our best to accommodate that, because we want to make it comfortable. We want you to be happy, and we're here to serve you. Really. So just ask us what it is you need, and we'll make it happen, or we'll say, I'm so sorry, your test, you can't have that cheat sheet in your test, but what else can we do to help?
Yeah.
So we want you to pass.
You help them find solutions. That's wonderful. Marcos, when do you think a student should take part in the testing center as a resource?
For us as your resource as a student, you might have already taken part by the time you got to Pima, because you might have come through with us when you came in to take your GED exams, or during your admissions process before you registered for classes. You would have done our class placements to figure out where exactly you needed to take your classes. But also, you're going to find this during your academic career. It's if you need to take a makeup test, you need some sort of accommodation for your class for the exams, you'll be coming by and seeing us at any of our testing centers as well.
So it really is kind of, like we said, throughout the entire journey, at the beginning, the middle, and the end, if not even after they've completed with some of those post-degree certifications, correct?
Exactly. When you might get done with your degree, you might need some sort of applied technology certification to be able to work with certain machinery. You might come by and see us. You might work at, for teaching, the Arizona State Certification Board needs that certification done. You might come through and work through Pearson to take an exam with us. That's just few examples of coming in and getting extra credits for math, Spanish, English through our college board using CLEP. That's another resource that you might use with us as well.
Absolutely. Do you guys host the NCLEX for nursing students?
NCLEX?
Not at this point.
Not at this point. We do a lot of the, it passes me, but we have a couple other exams that we do for nursing as well.
Yeah, we have medical assistant, pharmacy tech certifications. We have paramedics and dental assistant. Yeah, at this point.
Well, not to mention just the simple proctored exams. Like you said, like it's hard to escape exams, especially when it's midterm or final season. And so sometimes the instructors want those to be proctored to make sure that everything's on the up and up. And so y'all will also help facilitate that as well. Perfect. All right. Well, Chelsea, can you elaborate on where your resource is located? Is it on each campus? Does it have a presence online? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes and yes. We have testing centers at every campus, generally near the student affairs where you would go for advising. Is where you'd find us located. We also, especially since COVID, have a large online presence and have been doing a lot of virtual proctoring. So we may be able to proctor an AccuPlacer for you, or some other kind of exam from your home through Zoom or something like that. That's something that we're doing now. We are currently open at downtown campus, actually, because we do give essential tests. And so we've been open since August with limited hours right now and limited times for social distancing and such. In the fall, we plan to expand and open some more testing centers. It will be by appointment only at this point. So please, if you have a testing need, talk to your teacher. If it's academic, you can reach out to us and we'll help you figure out if we can accommodate you hopefully at the time you want, at the place you want. We're working on trying to do that, but it will be appointment only. So yeah, reach out to us, and we do have testing at every campus and online though.
Good to know. Now, as far as web pages go, I know that you all have a couple different landing pages on Pima's main website. Chelsea, did you want to screen share so we can point that out to students so they can at least know where to go to find more details and information?
Absolutely.
And while Chelsea is sharing each of these in our live chat, I will be sharing the links as well. And if you are watching this afterwards as a recording, I will also share the hyperlinks in the video description and summary as well.
Yeah, so on our pima.edu website, we do try to keep all of our testing information up to date. And this is a really great place to start. It has all of our contact. If your questions aren't answered on the website, absolutely reach out to us. There's two different kind of ways. One, if you're new, I would go up to admission and placement testing. That's the easiest way for a new student to figure out, how do I do placement testing? And maybe you're not a new student, but you need a biology exam placement, a chemistry or a Spanish. Sometimes folks don't do that right when they go into college. There are 3 different ways to place. You can use your GED or high school transcript. We have a non-proctored Pima Ed Ready. That link is here. If you do need help with any of this placement, or you need a proctored AccuPlacer for a special program or a higher level math, we have a placement request form. And so if you just click on that, a form will come up and you can put in your information, the test, and one of our placement coaches will reach out to you within a day, hopefully. Let me go to our main page to show you some of the other stuff we have. So if you go to student resources under support services, where you'd find libraries, tutoring centers, we have testing centers. And this is our main kind of landing page. It has just a little bit of blurb about what we do, but there's that placement request form again if you need placement. Here's our email and our phone number. And so we're trying to be really responsive to folks. If you call us, we try to answer the phone. If we don't get to your call, please leave a message because we will get back to you also. But email is great. Rachel is usually on the email there, and she's quick. She's very responsive to that.
You know, my first year peer mentors actually rave about how quick the responses are from the testing centers, and will personally vouch for that to all of our new students during Connect You. So kudos to your team for that.
Awesome. Yes, that's what we want to be. It's responsive. And then we also have, if you go to other tests, I know there's some interest in CLEP testing. If you scroll down, you can actually set up a CLEP appointment to do your CLEP test right here. And that's at downtown campus right now. But you'll click on here, put in your information, and get information to go right into our scheduling page for CLEP. So this is our webpage.
Awesome. And then if they had additional questions or wanted to get hold of you, in the chat, I shared the best email and phone number to reach them. And so you would want to email pcc-virtualtesting@pima.edu, or you could also call them at 520-206-6648. And there it is highlighted on the screen. Thank you so much. All right. Well, let's see here. Let's wrap this up by asking Marcos why you think first-year students should tell their friends about the testing resource at Pima.
I think because you never know which one of your friends is at that point where they either want to go through and get their GED, and they might end up coming by and finding information that way. Or they want to start their journey at Pima after they're filling out their application, need their placement tests. They come to us, that's our point as well. Or if they're struggling in their classes, they may need some sort of help with their academic exams or what's going on, or you need to miss it because of XYZ, you missed a couple weeks of classes, a couple days, you need a makeup exam. You come by and make up those exams with us after talking with your instructor and coordinating with your instructors there. Or like we said before, you might be working that job and you need some sort of certification for a promotion or something's going on there. you might end up doing those certification exams through us at working through whatever organization needs to provide you with that certification. There's many of them out there. There's NIMS, there's Pearson that does a lot of certification exams. You can get a lot of stuff done through us.
You serve the local community just as much as you do Pima current students, correct?
Yes, with those certification exams, a lot of the workforce in the community are coming in. Either there's even pest control exams that we do through Metro organization from Phoenix. I think worst case scenario, if you don't know and your friends aren't sure, when in doubt, always reach out to us.
That is so key. When in doubt, reach out. And again, that would be through, if anything, give them a call or send them an email. Again, pcc-virtual testing at pima.edu or 520-206-6648. Chelsea, is there anything that you wanted to add as far as why you think first year students should tell their friends about your resource?
We're here to help, you know. I love what Marco said. When in doubt, reach out.
Yeah. Well, and it's like what was also already said, you're going to come across a test at some point during your time at Pima, or even just life, you know, working through your career or getting ready for a career if you need to finish up that GED. So I love that you all have holistic wraparound services to support our students and our community. Thank you so much. Again, if there are any other questions that come to your mind if you're watching this video, you can either drop them down in the chat box and we will make sure to answer them, or get them directed to somebody who can more specifically answer them from the testing services. Or you can always reach out to the department itself with the contact information that we shared. We want to thank you again for joining us this afternoon to watch this live broadcast. And if you want to catch our others, you can just go to our YouTube page at Pima Student Engagement. Look through the video library playlist. You're going to want to look for that playlist called Faces of First Year. And you can see all of the other topics that we have interviewed in the past, as well as a recording from today's event. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your Friday, a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you at Pima. Keep striving. Bye-bye.